Here we go on a absolutely gorgeous Sunday afternoon with Rusty Dewees in the studio with me today. Oh, Russ!
Explain to me.
Happy Christmas!
Huh? Let me see. Hold on. Let me get the right accent.
Well,
But before I get the right accent, and I just looked at this, you got this whole radio podcasty Barry community situation you've created with help from others. And I sit here with you. It's been a couple of years.
Yeah.
And I look across the street and I see
Beautiful
the window
Nelson's.
across the street above Nelson's, the same decorated window. And I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do they take that down, or has that been up since I was here 2 years ago? Honest to God. I'm asking you the truth.
No, they take it down every year.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah, isn't it amazing?
Well, it's Christmas.
And at nighttime, it's just amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Just incredible. Well, I mean, look at Stowe at night during Christmas. I mean, it's beautiful.
They do. You know what's the weird?
Shaws and everything.
Yeah, the weird thing. Well, it ain't weird. It is what it is. On my first book, Scrawlins, and you were around when I wrote that and brought it out, and you promoted it where you were working. There's a story in there called The Big Old Ones. It's a story about the big old Christmas lights that you and me like. I think Stowe has not a rule, but an unspoken rule among the merchants in that town, because it's Stowe, that when you decorate up your place, please make it predominantly the little white lights so it's uniform.
Really?
I think so. That's just me saying that. I think I heard that. Because it's predominantly white. Why would it be so many white mini lights?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you, if you had a store in that town, do it?
You come in the Green Mountain Inn right there in the corner. That kicks it off right there.
Yeah, and then on the other side by the church is what's it called? It's a kitchen shop, a very, very beautiful. My friend's parents' place, Lackey's Variety Store for years, and they are beautiful.
Yeah.
But mostly there's a couple trees where the merchants have the colored lights, but mostly I think they say, let's do the white lights so we can look like Woodstock and Aspen. And I'm serious.
Yeah, no, I know you are.
It's either good or bad. What's going on, man?
Hey, what do you listen? First of all, thank you for coming in here today. What are you listening to this time of year? What are you listening to? Are you listening to Pandora? You listening to the radio? What are you listening to?
A couple of years I found on this Sirius thing.
Yeah.
Of course, you know I like the classical music.
I know you do.
This Sirius thing that if you have in your car now, there's a station on there, and it's called station number 71. And it plays like old, like I like 40s and 50s and 30s, Frank Sinatra E-type stuff.
Yeah.
But JD, they're 50% artists, groups, bands that you never heard of from that time. Instead of Frank Sinatra, Al Martino.
Oh, I know.
Singing.
I remember Al Martino.
Well, of course you do. But I'm just saying, there's some that it'll be like some name. So they do the same thing at Christmas. So I'm listening to the Christmas music on Channel 71, and it ain't always "It's a marshmallow." It ain't always Dean. It's like names your dad and your mom and my mom would know. It's
like Sarah Vaughan.
No.
Okay.
No, it's like it would be like a trumpeter and his group in 1947.
Oh.
Like Stan Johnson and triad trumpets. You know. But in those days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That's what I'm listening to.
Would you you'll text me that, right?
Yeah, 71. Sirius 71.
All right, Sirius 71.
Yeah.
Wow. But you're listening to Christmas music.
Yeah, I go full time. I think I've been full time for 3 or 4 days.
Okay, for
everything Christmas. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you start out. Me, I start out. My birthday's November 15th.
Yeah.
I'll start out sprinkle. I'll get in a rig and put it on for like driving from my house to town, which is 13 minutes, and then that's it.
Oh yeah.
Of Christmas music, go on to normal stuff.
On the 26th, are you still listening to Christmas music?
Yes.
27th.
Hold on. Yep.
28th.
We're weaning off on the 28th.
We're weaning on the 28th.
We're coming down now. But wait, let me be specific. Weaning off in the car. In the house, you know my Christmas house.
Yeah.
And my sister coming up from Albuquerque, and she's here till the 29th.
Sure.
House, still Christmassy music.
Okay.
As the religious scholars of the Bible go.
Yeah.
The Epiphany is January 6th, when the wise men came to salute, and that is sort of the end of the Christmas season in a liturgical thing.
So does that mean that on the 6th, before midnight, we need to take the Christmas tree down?
If you follow that. I mean, my mom and dad, I just follow that in a relaxed way.
Okay. I want to throw some names at you for Christmas music.
Don't even calm down. Calm up.
You tell me. These are artists that you know their names that you either love or you don't love.
So it's love or don't love.
Yes. You ready?
I'm ready.
Kelly Clarkson.
Wait a minute.
You
wait. Do you mind? No. Listen. Do you mind if I take a little time on these? I'm going to give you an answer. It's either love or don't love, but I might need a few seconds.
Do you want to go 10 to 0? Give me 10 is like the best?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, go ahead again.
All right.
Kelly, but I might take time to get to the number.
That's fine.
I'm asking you for a little leeway.
I understand.
All right, go ahead.
Darlene Love.
8.
Donny Hathaway.
Don't know who that person is. 0.
Bobby Helms.
0.
Brenda Lee.
7.
Ella Fitzgerald.
10.
Elvis Presley.
8.
I'm surprised to hear you say that. I got a lot of shit the other day because I said on the air that Elvis Presley had absolutely no business singing Blue Christmas. He should not have been in the studio that day. Someone should have said to him, Elvis, you can't get on the mic and go, and I got heat from listeners on that I'm making fun of Elvis Presley, the King.
I haven't followed you. Why are they saying
the King? I love the King, but he shouldn't have been going.
Why? Because he's making fun of that song.
No,
I'm not following you.
I just can't stand it in the ear.
It's too much.
Stop it.
Don't
do that.
I have a theory about that. Do you mind?
Please,
you want to hear it?
Please.
I have a theory about Elvis in that, like many of these huge stars that we can't even imagine, like the Michael Jackson or the Prince or the Frank Sinatra, that I don't think he had a happy life.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had a lot of so in other words, he seemed happy and he was full of joy, and his mom died. He had all these people around him. He loved his boys, the whole crew. But I have a theory that when we're looking at that, that's cool. You have all your guys around you. You got your agent, Colonel Tom Parker, and you're being pushed and pushed. And you know what it's like to do your own job.
Sure.
It's an interesting intensity. I have a feeling that he died because of it.
Sure.
So when he's singing Blue Christmas,
think about that.
I think there's something in there.
Interesting.
I don't take from your thing the style. It's just you've heard it so much. That's why I give him I give him a 7 or something.
Tony Bennett.
Oh, 10.
Gene Autry.
I'm going to.
I'm going to
5.
You almost said 4.
I'm going to 5.
I'm going to go 3. Too much cowboy in there. The guy, he's not Gene Autry. If he's listening this afternoon, no disrespect, but he wasn't a good singer.
I agree. Yeah,
thank you, Andy Williams.
Oh, 10. You kidding me? You even had your finger on the bell before I you know.
Burl Ives.
Yeah, I'll give 10. Come on, man.
Why
don't I?
What? Why are you giving Burl Ives a 10?
I heard
buddy?
he's a nasty guy. I heard he was a folk singer, kind of a mean dude.
Really?
I give Burl Ives. The reason why is because this is a serious. He gets a pass from me because it's that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer snowman coming down toward you, making a track behind him on the little black and white TV when I'm 5 years old.
1964.
I understand. So then I was 4 in 1964. So let's go to 1969. I'm 5. That is indelible.
Yes.
And I got it. That was that guy. I got to give it to him. Even though he didn't write the songs, he didn't make the claymation, but yeah.
Nat King Cole. Really?
10.
You had to think about that.
10.
Bing Crosby.
10.
Josh Groban.
A 0.
Yeah. Justin Bieber.
Does he do Christmas songs?
Yes, he does. Does one called
I'm
Mistletoe.
not aware of him, so 0.
All right. Katy Perry.
Geez, I'm crow. Now there's a problem there because you think of her, she's a gal that you want to go out and maybe have a malted with. You want to have a malted. So I'm saying, I don't know what her songs are, but I'll give her an 8.5.
Cozy Little Christmas.
That's what she's made?
8.5?
I get 8.5, yeah. You know what the 0.5 is, by the way.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, and I don't know much about, this is weird to say, I don't know much about Taylor Swift, but I'm going to go way down on her.
Okay.
Because I don't know. 2.
All right.
I give her credit for running a good business, but 2.
All right. So you're saying you're going down on Taylor Swift.
Excuse me.
Pentatonics.
I know that there's a thing out there, but I'm so unfamiliar. I'll give him a 1 for having a cool name.
Carrie Underwood.
Oh, shit fire. 12.
Yeah.
12.
Let There Be Peace. I mean, she is amazing. Fantastic.
YouTube Vince Gill on the telly and her singing How Great Thou Art. YouTube that, and it's a floodgates coming down.
Really? I believe it.
At one of those awards things years ago, and the Judds are in the audience, and the Alan Jacksons, and they're standing up and shouting for her.
Wow. Yeah, she's a top brass.
It's a total.
Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, I know nothing about it. I'm going to give her a 2 because she's out there.
All right. Can we mention what's going on with you and radio? Because you've got some. Yeah, this is pretty big. I think it's big. Thursdays, right?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I got a talk show Thursdays 1 to 2. That's the Radio Vermont group. Isn't that WDEV?
WDEV.
550.
Mm-hmm.
The Radio 550. 96.1 FM. Yeah, I mean, I'm at a point in my life, as you said, I'm 64 years old, and when I was back hitting it hard with you, back in the lager days, when I mean to say hitting it hard, I'm doing 10, 15, 20 shows a month.
Yeah.
Then I didn't have a space in my mind to think about the work you need to do for a radio show. And also I didn't want to conflict the lager brand out there with me sitting behind a mic and actually being myself and asking questions. That I wanted to just be the person that entertains in the lager brand on stage. Now I'm at a point where, I have time to every week just have somebody in and chat with them and do the radio thing. That's what it's really about for me personally.
You just mentioned the lager.
No.
You gave me something a long time ago.
What was that?
I'm going to put it on right now because
Okay.
we heard it all the time. Look at this.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that is cool. Dude.
Look how worn that thing
That
is.
lager cap is...
Can you believe it?
Yeah. That's probably one of the best I've seen. Seriously. I mean, that is great. Yeah, you wear that all the time. That's just the sun and the rain that made it look like that.
Oh,
Not
my
even
God,
like
yeah.
trashing it. And
This has been literally. It ended up in the river one day.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
Right by your house?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I love it. Christmas time. for
Yeah.
you. What are some of your best memories Christmas when you were a kid? Like what was happening at your house?
The whole Marilyn and Bill, my parents, Dewees thing, what they did is when my sister's 5 years older than me, up till she's around 10, is we would have very, very, very few decorations in the Dewees household up until the eve Mom started putting them around. It wasn't weird. We knew Christmas was coming and we celebrated it. But no tree, listen to this. No tree, you dig me though. No tree, no presents. Christmas Eve, this is when we're little kids. No tree, no presents. Holly Dewees, my sister and I, we wake up Christmas morning. We walk out into that living room, and the place is hammered. Tree, presents, up, lights. So it was as if Santa did the whole deal. And it was like shooting heroin straight into your heart, man. It's like, wham. So people would think, oh, that's ridiculous. You start so how can you enjoy it? And then we went 2 weeks with that stuff. But think of it in these terms, people who go a month ahead. Think of it in these terms. We did Christmas. We were going to church. We went to church, the Advent, the fork. We're singing, oh, come. And then, but at our house, there's Christmas stuff. We're having a few nut breads and everything. But boom, in the morning. And that was such a blast. It was like, wham. So that's probably that whole essence of what they did is probably the reason that my sister and I are so strictly connected to the Dewees Christmas celebration.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you put a Christmas tree up in your house.
For
right?
years, I was putting it up in my adult years, only a couple days ahead.
Okay.
The most recent decade and a half, yes. I mean, my tree was up the 13th, which some people, the 13th? What the heck? But that's because nothing was up until Christmas morning.
And then you decorate it yourself. So you used to go out and cut your own tree, right?
The tradition was with Dad, and this is, again, my adult years. Dad's 80 years old, 90 years old, late 70s. Thanksgiving, Mom would be making a turkey, my sister, whoever's coming over. And Dad and I would go out and tag 2 trees Thanksgiving Day. Then we'd come back and cut them around the 18th or 19th.
Over on
Payne's Christmas Tree
Farm. Yes.
Over by Newt's house.
Yes, yeah.
So those are big traditions, but my parents said that's the only. I'll tell you this, and maybe since we haven't been connected as tightly in the past couple of years because of the pandemic and all that crap, it's really the only holiday I buy into. It's a construct, but I buy into it hook, line, and sinker. You know the other holiday I like? Veterans Day. I celebrate that all day with myself in a couple of days. So it's Veterans Day and Christmas. I don't mind my saying Thanksgiving. If you want to have me over, I'm not going. I don't care. It's a chazarai. My parents did it. Don't be listening to Aired Out thinking, boy, Rusty has some dink ass parents. No. We did the Thanksgiving. I'm a grown man with no daughter like you have, Lily. I don't have a daughter. I don't have a son. I have a goddaughter I love. But I don't go over there. What is Thanksgiving to me? I stay home, and I'm low-key. Suck on a little dope, stick some gummies rectally into my patootie. No, I don't do dope or gummies. But I chill. Halloween, I appreciate the people who enjoy it. I will, if they need help, let's put up the scarecrow thing. Yeah. I'll come over. Emily and John, Emily Howe and John and Brian, people they do this big thing down at their farm in Tunbridge. What's another holiday? 4th of July, pound sand. I don't give a shit. I don't give 2 shits about that. Memorial Day, that's another. I understand that's another. For the servicemen and women. Sure. But I go on the veterans.
Interesting. Are you a veteran?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Not of.
I have to ask. I know the answer to that, but I have to ask.
Not of the theater. No. Mm-hmm. The military. No.
Mm-hmm. For me, Christmas is.
It's a big deal for you.
It's a big deal, man. It's like Lily's 10 years old.
Oh God Almighty!
Still believes in Santa Claus.
Yes.
But don't we all?
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the difference between her and me?
Right.
None.
Right. She asks me questions, like, Dad, Have you ever seen Santa Claus?
Yeah. What do you say?
I say, of course I have.
Yeah, where?
I saw him in, I want to say I was older than 10. I was probably 11 or 12.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some noise up on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up. I got my dad up, and we went up, and there was a flash of lightning in the sky, and he was gone. Yeah. But we heard him up on the roof.
Yeah. Oh,
so,
yeah.
So I tell Lily that. Plus, we have Comet, Lily's elf on the shelf that comes to the house.
Yeah.
Every early morning.
Yeah. Oh, right.
And does something mischievous or something in the house, and then decorates things and pulls all the toilet paper off the thing and cuts snowflakes into the toilet paper roll, and mischievous things like that. Sometimes gets into the fridge and spills things, and then watches Lily all day and all night. And then after Lily goes to bed every night, right back to the North Pole to report to Santa on behavior and
yeah,
all
that's
of
a
this.
new thing, these elves in Santa.
It is.
When I was a kid, they weren't doing that so
Right.
much. Now, not that we knew of.
Uh-huh.
It's more of a known thing now for these. Yeah.
Sure.
That those elves are doing that. Yeah.
For me, Christmas was about having our Christmas tree, which was, this was early. I would say mid 70s, late 70s. So
Good years, man.
Yeah,
Good years.
Great years. Christmas tree that was just over decorated with Mom she put the silver and the gold garland. And sometimes the green garland.
Yeah.
And sometimes the red garland.
Green is nice. Red.
Way too much garland, Bob.
That was the thing.
In the 70s, it was
the
too
thing
much.
of the day. Now wait a minute. She went with a garland.
You couldn't even see the tree, Ross.
Well, who wants to see the tree if you got garland? Did she also go with the icicles, the tinsel? With the garland? Honest to God.
We had everything. It was too much.
That's great.
And all of our, our handmade Christmas ornaments out of cardboard and stuff that were, hideously ugly that I still have today. Yeah. Were all over the tree. And the lights were flashing. It was.
I know that.
It was just gaudy and too much and over the top, but special for me in the heart.
Oh,
I wouldn't decorate my tree like that today.
Let me ask you this. Yeah, no. It was just
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's how they did them in the 70s.
Yeah, it was the postmodern, the industrial age cars. America, we were so overdone at that point.
Yeah.
Now it's like you want to be stringent, eating only organic. We don't want to burn gas, all this stuff. So it's kind of, but let me ask you this. Along with that, you're calling it gaudiness with the tinsel and the garland and all the colors. Do you think, because of piling all that stuff on the tree, do you think more smell, more Christmas not odor, I don't mean bad, more Christmas olfactory was coming from the tree in the day, and the wrappings, the lights would heat up, and wrapping was like it was bad for you,
Yes.
Than today's trees.
Yes.
There was a smell, man.
There was a smell.
You get near that tree and you're like, it's Christmas.
And now we've got to try to duplicate that with the Yankee Candle, and
that's right.
It's not working, Bob.
I know it.
I know.
My trees
exactly
are beautiful, but they don't have that because the lights are little still dinky. I go all white lights, little dinky lights, no garland, no tinsel, and the ornaments are actually like they're not just those glass ones and the ones that they're like different things and
right.
Really, yeah.
I would lay on the couch.
Yes.
With all the lights were off, the tree was on. I would lay on the couch and watch the Muppets with John Denver.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you hear it now. Here's my opinion.
And
Little J.D. Green, 75, a young kid, watching John Denver and the Muppets.
5 years old.
Why is he so excited? Because little J.D. knows he won't see that for another year.
That's right.
It's going to be a year until I see that again, J.D. is saying.
Just like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You're sucking that stuff in deeply, and once that abominable shows up, scares you, you're like, that's so great, I won't see it for a year.
Yes.
Now,
It was on at 8 o'clock.
kids can see it constantly. I think it dilutes it.
DVD.
That's why marriages don't work.
Of course.
Because you see them constantly.
Of course.
Actually, there's truth to that.
I know. Yeah, it was like 8 o'clock on a Tuesday or Wednesday night.
Oh, yeah.
And that was it. If you missed it, you missed it.
It's done another year, man.
Yes. I remember I missed it one year.
There's more value
It
to
was the most traumatic thing
big
that ever
time.
happened to me. It was horrible.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, now we have it on DVD.
That is funny.
I know. And I would watch the Muppet Family Christmas and the Muppets with John Denver, and then my mom would come over. There was no remote for the TV.
No.
Mom would come over and say, "You've had enough TV time," and she'd reach over, and that knob that turns to the left would go click
It's off.
to the left, off, and it would go.
Yeah.
And the TV was off, and she'd be like, "It's time to listen to music."
If you think about this psychologically and philosophically, when we were little kids and you turned the TV on, this is going to be pleasure. The TV brings pleasure. When you would turn it on, even that took a while for it to turn. And so you don't get immediate gratification. Now, this is splitting hairs. So now put that onto my parents' idea of wait till Christmas
Yeah.
to see the tree, the actual Christmas day. Turn the TV on. You have to sit there and it warms up.
Right.
It's not like bing,
Tubes.
bing, 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 200 things. These are things that over time are making America soft, and our asses are getting wiped. Soon there won't be any America because it's soft. AI. Don't drive your car. I don't have to write my jokes anymore. I can give a theme, and AI will come back at me with the joke. I don't even have to work.
There were no cell phones interrupting us. There was no tablets. There were no video games.
Let's take it further. There were no cell phones interrupting us, but here, on to my point even further. You're in your house with your mom and dad. The phone rings in the house. This is 1977, let's say you're 7. The phone rings. You got to get up, walk to it, pick up the thing, and then to hold it to your head. That was actually activity.
Yes, and you had a cord, a curly cord that would stretch 25, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yellow, disgusting mustard yellow phone on the wall.
You had to do activity to get it to it. Now, literally, when the phone rings, all you got to do is kind of like hit a button, and I can have a thing right in my ear, and I don't even have to.
And if you had to poop, you had to say, "Look, I got to go. This 25-foot cord's not going to stretch to the bathroom. I'll call you back." Now you're pooping while you're talking on the phone.
Oh, boy.
And have you?
And how? Huh?
Have you? You've pooped?
I don't think so.
No? Really?
No. I mean, first of all, I don't do many you don't do many calls anymore.
Yeah.
So I think that's a very religious situation when I'm on the toilet. And by the way, I'm a quick toilet man.
Yeah.
Do send one.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about the phone thing. So I'm going to the bathroom. If I'm deucing, it's the chances of the phone ringing in a call very slim. And by the way, the phone isn't right by me, so it can ring and wait. Anyway,
my dad used to sit there and read Reader's Digest on the toilet for like an hour. It's just how could.
That's a weird deal, yeah.
And very much. But Mom she'd shut the TV off, then she'd go over to the what? The hi-fi.
right. That was cool.
Big piece of furniture.
That had to warm up, too. When you
that had to
on.
warm up. Made out of solid maple, had the TV in the middle, the shitty speakers on either side, with the record player on the top.
It's so cool, dude.
And, you can buy these things refurbished now for like $10 million.
Well, I was going to ask you, you don't happen to have that, do you?
I don't.
I know, yeah. But imagine if you did.
I'd give my left arm for it. I would, but she'd have the vinyl right there. She'd put the needle down on Ella Fitzgerald and Perry Como and Mel Torme.
It's so thick, man. It's thick to think of that, dude. You freak out if you sit there in your house tonight when little Lily's in bed, and you just take a little cookie.
Yeah.
And you think back to those days, man.
I know.
Those are the deepest, most emotional thoughts that I can have about those things, about watching Johnny Carson at Christmas time and on Walks Dean Martin.
Yes.
He's promoting his Christmas show that's going to be that Tuesday or whatever it was on Saturday, Sunday. And you sit there with your parents. And here's another thing that I think philosophically or no, societally. Well, J.D. Green in 75 is sitting in his house with his folks.
Oh.
And in 75, Russ was sitting in his house with his folks and his sister. And the J.D. Green household and the Russ Dewees household were watching the same stuff.
Oh. Andy Williams' Christmas special.
We watched the same stuff.
Together.
People who are right now 7 years old, two people, are never, I'm 50, I'm 64, so that's 50 years ago. 55 years from now, aren't going to be talking to another person that was 7 years old in 2024 talking about the same stuff. They're not going to be talking about the same stuff.
I know.
Because they're not experiencing the same things. Every family almost. Black, white, red, gray, I don't care what color. What are you doing?
Amber Lee, who just sent us a text here saying, Rusty, I shaved her back years ago at the radio station.
I remember it.
She doesn't know what we're talking about here.
She's quite a bit younger.
Yeah.
No. She had a different experience. So anyway, that's a cool thing, man. How can we sit here? How can you say Andy Williams, and the split second after you say that, boom, I got it.
I know.
Boom.
It's in your soul.
Yeah.
It's amazing. There's nothing like it. And Karen Carpenter.
Poor girl.
Dolly.
But Karen was into the drugs big.
I know she
Poor
was.
Poor girl. That's such a sad thing. Her and Richard.
Yeah.
Do you know, let me give you a little trivia that you would like a lot. There's a woman who was around the Burlington area. She's a lot younger than me, and she was trying to be a singer. And she wanted to meet with me. And how do I be a singer? How do I just keep doing it, take lessons? And she was nice. And her name's Sally. So I said, you got to get out of Vermont. You got to get out of Vermont, man. Do you know, JD, that she met a guy quite a bit older than her? Doesn't matter. She met a guy who was a Vegas entertainer, like in groups and stuff. And she met him.
I know
and
Sally.
They have, you know her. They have a Karen Carpenter, Richard Carpenter review.
It's outstanding.
And she's killing it.
But
and maybe not on pitch all the time. I'm not critical. But isn't that funny? I mean, they're the preeminent goddamn Karen Carpenter thing in the United States.
Yeah, they're on the Vegas Strip, I think, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a high ticket.
Yeah.
It's going to be at $17.50 on a Sunday at 4:00 show. It's not like Siegfried and Roy. Anyway,
Yeah.
But anyway, that's cool. She's from Vermont, man.
Do you say? We've been sitting together talking about Christmas since 2000.
Is that right?
2000.
Is that the year?
This is our 24th show.
Yeah.
And I ask you this every year. I think I've asked you this every year for
24 years.
Do you say Merry Christmas? Do you say Happy Holidays? Which one?
Well, I sat down here. I think we weren't on the air yet. I don't think. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is what I do. Because one of my favorite things is the George C. Scott A Christmas Carol. It's the George C. Scott A Christmas Carol, shot in England. The guy that plays Bob Cratchit, I've worked with him. I did a film with him. His name's David Warner. Rest in peace. He was in Titanic. Anyway, my sister loved him. I did a show with him. I did a movie with him. Anyway, and because we've watched that for years and years, I've changed in my last, let's say, 25, 20, 30 years maybe to saying Happy Christmas. Oh. What I say, JD.
That's what they say in England.
Is Happy Christmas. That's right. That's why I'm saying it. I got it from the George C. Scott England thing. I say Happy Christmas.
Yeah.
People say, hey, Merry Christmas.
They say Father Christmas over there.
Sure. And I say Happy Christmas. So I'm not the guy that's like taking the word Christmas out of it or Merry Christmas. I'm not going to the holiday to encompass all the holidays. No, it's Happy Christmas.
So what do you say to people that are and I think you just answered this, but I mean, what do we say today? When someone says Happy Holidays, do we return with Happy Holidays, or can we return with Merry Christmas? What about Kwanzaa? Are we leaving out the Kwanzaa people? What about Hanukkah? If someone says Merry Christmas to you, do you reply with Merry Christmas to you and Happy Holidays and Happy Hanukkah and Happy Kwanzaa and Mele Kimikimaka? What are we supposed to do now? I mean, there's like, what would Emily Post say?
Well, I have a general, I think, I have a general sense of what people celebrate just by the way they're approaching you at this time of the season, at this time of the year. Honest to God, if you're in Hannaford's and you see someone and you get to see, strike up a little convo while you're checking out your eggnog, and it's a 55-year-old woman and she's got maybe stuffing bread, and it's nice to talk to you. Happy Christmas. I kind of think, but if I don't know a person and I think that they're maybe not from up on the hill near me and I don't know, and I might go, if they say, I say the best of the season. That's what I would say. Best of the season to you. Do you, I don't know. And I'll say this, because you know me, man. Whatever it might look as maybe it's a woman, or I don't know if it's a woman or a man, got pink hair and a nose ring, and I might say they're checking me out at a place or something, my tomatoes and stuff, and hey, it's good. I'll say, boy, I love Christmas. I say, hey, do you celebrate the season in any way? And then that person will go, yeah, well, I grew up Jewish. Well, I don't really say. Well, have a great time anyway. I hope it doesn't know. Have a good. That's what I'll do. I'll ask. Yeah. I have time to do that though. In a passing by situation, if someone greets me with, America, it's a happy Christmas. If they don't greet me, I'll say, well, have a great holiday season.
There's a lot of DEI going on in our culture now.
I know.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah.
Here in Barrie, there's some folks that are suggesting that maybe there's too much Christmas decorations going on.
Is that right?
And that
why do they? Why is it too much? What are they saying?
Because we might be offending folks that don't celebrate Christmas, and we need to make sure that there's equal representation of Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or anything else, but too much Christmas, too much red and green, too many religious symbols of Christmas.
Yeah. So
what say you?
This is what I say.
What do you say?
I'm all for everyone. But if someone is saying there should be equal representation of Hanukkah to Christmas, and you don't like them saying that, all you got to do is say, how many Christians in America? And then say, how many Jewish people are in America? You know how many Jewish people there are in America? Honest to God, I can give you, you can Google this after, anybody out listening. I'm going to give you a number that I'm going to say ain't too far off if it's off. Do you have any idea, really?
I don't.
You can't even take a guess. How many Jewish people are in America?
No idea.
14 million. That's not 14 million. Could be 12 million in America. That's like nothing. So you can't. If you have 300 people and 12 people, and the 300 people are eating food, and the 12 people are eating food, and you're providing the food, you're bringing more food to 300. If they're breaking it down with equalness, you know what I mean?
Mm.
But if you're looking for equal Hanukkah representation, equal Kwanzaa representation, that's exactly racist. That's exactly what they're thinking they're trying to beat. If they're bringing that up, then it exists. It doesn't exist if they don't bring it up.
Right. Do you know anyone who celebrates Kwanzaa?
I probably do, but not that I know of, no.
Okay.
I wish I did, and then I'd say Happy Kwanzaa.
Exactly. That's how I feel.
And I'd say their Kwanzaa is as important
sure
as my little Christmas tree.
Right.
I don't know anything about Kwanzaa. I wouldn't mind.
No guitar today. No live Christmas time again in Woodchuck Berry. Tell me about the bells.
My grandfather's on my dad's side. The bells are real. The strap is newer. These go back to the mid 1800s.
What?
No, seriously. Yeah. Well, my dad was born in 1911. So that's what they are. And as you know, I put these around 15 days ago. I put them in my rig. I got to have a 4-door Jeep. And I have 8 miles of dirt road, ruddy dirt road, every time I leave the house. So when I'm going down the house, it's constant. Yeah. Also, yeah, I got present for you. Presents.
Oh, hey, I have a present for you too.
Okay. Well, let me give you yours.
Yeah. All right.
Here. There's a heavy thing and a light thing.
What? I got one for. I got two for you.
And I got to explain the one. I got to explain the one thing. But go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have to explain that. That's honey. Wow. A guy I know made the honey. Yeah. You got to be putting that somewhere on your Christmas morning English muffin or something.
This is not. Listen.
Does Lily like honey?
Love Sherilyn, love Lily, but this is mine.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Oh my God, buddy, that's the real deal, man.
Just look at the other one. Don't look at it. Pick it up first. Don't look at it.
I won't.
And then take that. Now look at it if you want.
Oh my God.
You know the way. So, folks, tell the folks what it is, JD.
It's an ornament.
What's it have on it?
It has your name.
So I'm such an idiot. Instead of like getting JD like a Christmas ornament, it could be like a microphone, and he can hang the microphone on the thing, or I have a special one named JD Green, Lily Sherilyn on a Christmas ball painted. What do? I get one with my name on it. So every Christmas he's got to put a damn Christmas ornament that's got my name on it.
I love that. Do you know I still have my Danforth ornament that you got me?
Good.
Goes in the tree every year.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Right next to the Buddy ornament.
So now, why would you put an ornament on your tree that would say JD Green on it?
Right.
Why would you put an ornament on? Listen, why would you wear a belt buckle that says JD on it?
Yeah.
JD Green.
Sure.
If you're going to wear a belt buckle, wear one with my name on it.
Yes, right.
And now every time you look at the tree, you'll see a little rusty.
I'll know exactly where this ornament
It's cute.
Seriously, I have like 4 ornaments on my tree that came from you. I'm not kidding.
No.
What's up with the beads here? I'm a little confused about that.
Those are Benoit balls, and I just thought they would go good. No, I don't know. I just thought you'd like that.
Buddy, thank you.
I got that. I was like, I don't need this, and I'm like, I know who does.
This is amazing. What's the story on the honey? Can you tell us?
A friend of mine makes it, so I get honey from him, and I get honey from him, and then at the Christmas time I buy it, and it helps him out.
I love this. Right next to you
Honey's
on that
good,
little table, right there. There's
These
2.
little things?
Yep. 2 of those. Yep.
Look at this now.
Okay.
I think I know. Can I guess?
No, go ahead, guess.
I think this is deodorant.
Notice the tape. You can't even see it.
Okay. What do you mean I can't see it?
You can't even see the duct tape.
Oh, okay. I like it. Okay, hold on.
I had to do it with duct tape.
I love it.
It's you.
Well, it's the right color.
Yeah.
Green. Although it looks a little pea soupy. It's not the dark Christmas green. It's pea soupy. But that's being critical. Hey, look at that guy running from the cops. Outside JD's window, looking over to Nelson's. So, dude, hold on. Dude.
Yeah.
Man, I love this.
Do you know Dr. Squatch?
I don't.
Well, you do now. This is good.
I love body ointments and things.
You're going to love Dr.
Look at
Squatch.
me. I look like $1 million.
I know you do.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, open it up. Look at the scent on it. Oh yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. When I opened the wrapping, the top came off, so I was able to smell it. The packaging is and then this came right off.
Yeah.
So I smelled it. Pine tar.
Pine tar.
I put it on my bat. Hit a homer. No, I like that. I like that.
I got that over at Nelson's.
I'll tell you what's going to happen right in front of you.
Come on.
First application.
What?
Dude, what do you think? I'm stupid?
You can't do that.
You know what's funny, JD? You always ask me about Christmas and what I did. One of the things I did, like again, I was an adult. I think Dad might have been gone, and Mom lived 11 years after Dad. Me and Holly. JD, anytime anybody, I don't know. Some people might do this. Anytime anybody gave me a gift, like my mom, a shirt, socks, underwear, I put it on right away.
You did.
So like if I got this and you I would go. And then so Holly's open and Mom's open and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I open it up. I use it right away. So I just used it.
Good.
I love this. I'm going to dinner, my sister and I, to
Yeah.
friends. He's
Yeah.
beautiful, and his wife.
Yeah.
And I will love having this on.
Good.
It's attractive.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Open the other one.
I love this. It says on the top, just what the doctor ordered. Aluminum free, charcoal.
Aluminium.
They say that.
That's what the British say.
Yeah.
Aluminium.
Natural color squatching.
Yeah.
I love this, man.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the commercials for Dr. Squatch?
Why would I not see them? Why would I not see them?
Have you really?
Why would I not see them? I ain't got a TV. I don't have a TV.
Okay. I
haven't
understand.
for decades.
I'm going to send you it. I'm going to send you the commercial.
But I can see them on the YouTube. Where's the other present?
The other one's right there.
Where?
There was
Oh,
a-
okay.
Yeah.
I'm,
Got it.
I'm getting chipped. Hey, here's the thing about me, JD. I love getting people gifts, and I got women, but you know what the other thing about me? You know the people that go, I love giving gifts. I like giving. You know what? Old Russ, he likes getting.
You like receiving.
Well, I like getting gifts. I'm not even kidding you. I love this. What the hell is this now? Is this a soap?
That's the Dr. Squatch soap.
I can't believe you got me this stuff. I love ointments.
I know that. But this is really, and there's no chemicals in this. This is stuff
You're
that's,
freaking me out.
this is stuff that's good for your nads.
I love to go out in my day.
Yeah.
I've invested into some nice clothing. You know, I've had a little health situation, but my health is fantastic now, and I'm all excited about it. With the hair and the beard, and just, I am. I've bought clothes, and this, it's the whole thing I'm going through. Feeling good about myself, feeling good about, and I love this. And I've never heard, I'm pretty hip. Never heard of Dr. Squatch.
Oh,
Maybe,
it's huge.
I bet Emily has.
Huge.
Well, I liked it. I had never heard.
And here's the thing.
You turned me on, man.
A lot of the thank you. I always try to. Here's the thing. A lot of the soaps today have modern soaps have like
Aluminum.
chemicals and all that shit. And when you're getting in there, they can absorb into your skin. Next thing you know, you're shooting blanks.
Well, you're shooting blanks, and it's a dink shrinker too. Some of that stuff. Yeah.
This is all natural stuff.
No,
so
I'm psyched, dude.
get it right in there. Get it in the back.
Listen,
Get it in the back.
I get up and into that freaking thing. I practice. I'll get a donut. You know, a jelly-filled donut. I'll buy a jelly-filled donut, and they got the touch hole in them. It's weird because stuff goes in that doesn't come out, and with mine it comes out doesn't go in. But do you know that I used to eat around the touch holes? When I'd get a jelly donut when I was a kid in high school, Mom would give me a couple of donuts, and she'd say, "Rusty, save the touch holes of the jelly donut,"
Yeah.
and I'd bring them home to her, and she would freeze them. She'd get about 40 of them.
Yeah.
Mom would take out the tray of donut touch holes. She'd defrost them, and she would make touch hole pie out of them. Honest to God, it's creamy pie. It's better than it sounds.
Did your mom ever say on Christmas morning, "Save the bows"?
No.
Save the bows.
Did your mom?
Oh God, yeah. Oh. Be careful. Save the bows.
Yeah.
And then she'd have a little bag over here. All the bows
Use them next year.
go in the bag. Of course.
Mom didn't say that,
Yeah.
but I've been doing that for 20 years, and I have a beautiful Christmas baskety thing, and the ones that are, if I have a bow on your present and you rip it to hell, I don't care.
Yeah.
But the ones that don't get ripped, I do save them and I put them on. And but my mom, this is her affectation. She would be saving the bows on presents you gave her. JD, she would take the bow off of the present you gave her.
Yeah.
And she would put it on her knee or something. Like if the Scotch tape was still working. So at the end of Mom opening her present, she had about 8, 9, 10 bows on her. Honest to God. Yeah, honest to God. Isn't that's a good one?
I love it.
You could do that maybe this Christmas.
Yeah. Or put them on your head.
Under the tree, yeah.
Listen, I know you're
Yeah,
snug.
I
You're
gotta roll,
snug.
but
You're
this is-
snug on time.
Damn, man, this is great.
But I can't believe we've talked about Christmas for 24 years in a row now. I don't think we've missed a year ever. Remember that one time? I think we were here. Wicked snowstorm.
Yeah. I love it.
Wicked.
Love it.
Bad. I was like, Russ, please know that you don't have to come. And you were like, no, I'm already halfway there.
Makes more sense if it's snowing.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Before you go,
Yeah, man.
I know this is kind of impromptu. We don't plan anything out when
No.
I'm going to put you on the air. Please give us your absolute best. You've done this in the past, but I want you to step it up this year. Please give us your absolute very best, because I see him coming up on Pandora all the time. Johnny Mathis
Okay.
imitation. I see it with the skis and the Christmas sweater with the trees behind him on the album cover. Please.
Johnny Mathis.
Johnny Mathis. Was he gay?
First of all, is he still alive?
I don't think so.
Okay. I don't know. It's funny, back in the day, we had Liberace.
Oh, yes.
We had men, and it's like the 60s, and we were like, Liberace would be on Mike Douglas' talk show.
Yeah.
And Mike Douglas would be like, hey, Lee, I think they called him Lee. Hey, you haven't found the right one? I'm still looking for the right one. And America believed that he was So, by the way, I'm still doing shows. You know that, and you
Yes.
promote me. If I'm ever doing one around, I wouldn't hesitate.
Please.
Come over. But, okay, Johnny Mathis. Cheers. Hang on and fire. Jack, slipping at your toes. Yuletide road by a choir and dressed up like you move. Everybody, a turkey. Hey, man. Happy Christmas.
Before you leave, one
thanks.
last thing. Do me a favor. Reach down, grab that green light that's on the floor, pick the whole thing up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the whole thing. Pick it all the way up. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. I want you to shine it right smack dab into the middle of your face. And I want you to give us the absolute best, going out right now, the best Grinch face that you've ever done in
So
your
it
life.
starts from this, and it goes. All right, man.